Hello and welcome back to the North-South. Shu here, once more, still confused why this school teaches me nothing. And I still wonder if this mic setting is actually better, worse, or eh. But either way, we are still once more back with Danganronpa, because I'm going to be having to finish this game, because it's good, I like it, and whenever I don't stream, I have to take a break for it. Forcing myself to do that. If not, I would spend too much time actually playing the game. I say also probably taking more time playing the game due to doing it in this way, since I might read everything out loud. But that makes more fun. So I'm gonna just jump in immediately. A funny thing I've noticed about myself is the moment I hit the actual start streaming button, my throat just, hey, you know what would be funny? A cough. No, it's not. Anyway, so we were meeting morning assembly, I do believe. Yes, I would like to leave the area. We ended off the last day with a bit of a big reveal of the current identity of the traitor, Sakura. Revealed by Monokuma themselves. Oh, Kyoko. Are you still not talking to me? Because, you know, the deal that you didn't want to talk to me was, after all, connected to the fact that I didn't tell you of Sakura. Kyoko, good morning. Still ignoring me? Is she really that mad at me? But actually, it's not just Kyoko. Ever since Monokuma summoned us last night, the atmosphere around her has gotten really heavy. I can almost feel it looming over us, weighing us down. Well, if nothing else, I need to patch things up with Kyoko as soon as possible. I mean, I gotta give it my best. Ah, Makoto, are you okay? What do you mean?
You were late, so we were worried about you.
What a dullard. Toko, Byakuya, what are you doing here?
You're taking refuge here.
Refuge? Don't make that stupid face. We have to protect ourselves against the Mastermind's tool. The Masterminds... Are you talking about Sakura? They would be scared of Sakura. Who wouldn't be? Sakura is a threat if you wanted to be. That's when I finally noticed the only one that wasn't in the dining hall was Sakura. Where is Sakura? All I know is, if she were here, I wouldn't be. The only reason I went out of my way to join the rest of you was as a safeguard against that threat. Threat? What?
Why? Why do you hate her so much?
Isn't it obvious? Because this makes things unfair. Unfair. The game should be fair to all players, and the existence of a spy for the Mastermind upsets that balance.
It's a stupid reason.
Stupid? This is a life or death game, is it not?
It is stupid. You're a stupid idiot. Death games are stupid. They make no sense. Why play them?
Before you get too far into your argument, maybe you should stop and think things through. Why did the Mastermind reveal that Sakura was a spy to us?
You were getting revenge on her, right? Like Monokuma said, an eye for an eye.
That may be a part of it, but it's not the whole picture. Revealing that fact was also meant to serve as the next motive the Mastermind wanted to give us. Oh, I didn't think about it like that. Yeah, we always need a motive. That means another murder is gonna happen. Who would kill due to this reason, though? The chaos and confusion born from suspicion, the hatred. In other words, this right here, the fighting, the bickering, is the trap the Mastermind laid out for us. Knowing that, will you still stand there and argue like children? That's not what I'm trying to do. It's just... I mean, how can I get you guys to believe in Sakura again? If she really can beat the Mastermind like you said, that'd go a long way in my mind. I mean, I'd trust her if she just kind of got rid of him. Idiot! You'd really ask her to do something so dangerous? What if something terrible happened to her? It wouldn't matter. What? If Sakura were to die, that's one less person for the mastermind to control. I have no problem with that. Hold on, Byakuya. In fact, if she did die, that would settle this entire issue, wouldn't it? We wouldn't have anything to complain about. She's gone, so thereby there's no conflict. If we put the whole problem to rest. Ooh, that's a good slap. You go, Asahina.
何をする？
そんなの最低だよ。正真正銘の人でなしだよ。そんなこと言うあんたこそ、あんたの方こそ死ねばいいんだよ。
なんだと？
Should have died. Interesting. Then are you planning to take care of that yourself? Go ahead, try it if you dare. That's how it works there after all. You think I can't do it? Hina, calm down.
そうよ。
This is exactly what the mastermind wants. And it's exactly what Sakura doesn't want. What's wrong? Lost your nerve? I'm leaving. Be in my room. Trembling with anger, Hina ran off. That stupid cow. How dare she? She should have died 1,000 deaths. 1,000,000. So she was just another hysterical little girl. Hardly worth my attention.
ちょっと
It's what other people call having feelings, Byakuya. And all you can do is mock them for it. What's wrong with that?
ね
A friendly word of warning. Someday that attitude is going to come back and bite you hard.
お前の相手をしている暇はない。
And I will happily elude its attempt. So, yeah, no. How about we, eat? You know, the reason why we actually meet in this room. Talk and eat. Maybe now's not a good time?
だべ。
Awkward. Without a word, each of us left the dining hall, very hungry and starving. We headed back to our rooms one by one. Phew. So, what should I do today? Now that we've had this horrible encounter, what should I do? Well, I'm gonna be looking for two people. One, I want a conversation with Sakura. Two, I want a conversation with Kyoko, because both of them have eluded me recently. Well, they're not on this floor. Go! I'm trying to use the teleportation wall, because it's a thing I can do now. Meow! Teleportation power. I am magical. Let's see, I assume no one on this floor either. No, they're probably either the second or third floor. Most of them probably on the third floor. The third floor is the floor of interest, after all. It's new stuff, and we have been stuck with this old stuff for, a whole few days. Is there a store on each floor? Huh. I am blind. And have I missed the stairs? Never mind. Never mind. This is the first floor. I am just blind and stupid and forgetful. I never went up the stairs. I have no sense of direction in this school. It's a good thing they keep adding more school to the school I have to remember, isn't it? Let's see, where the stairs was at the very end of this one, wasn't it? Wait, why didn't I teleport? The teleportation is good, but I went too far. Good to confirm that there aren't any more people around. Why could I have to all be in here then? Is Sakura near the headmaster's office? Kyoko is here. Asahina. Here over there. Chem Lab! Sakura! Stop. I'm on my way. Please have a conversation with me. Pretty please. I want to talk to you. Sakura! not sure I'm ready to open up just yet. Maybe if you create the right opportunity. Should I hang out to Sakura for a while? I will create the right opportunity. And hopefully that is not exercise, because I will not survive. Even if I don't feel like talking. You'll still stand by me. I mean, yeah, honestly, between exercise and just awkwardly standing next to you for the next, like, what, 4 hours? I can do that. I still don't understand you, Makoto. Neither do I. Without saying a word, I stood by Sakura. Sakura and I grew a little closer today, as I was slowly but surely shimmying, step by step, inch by inch, closer to her as we just stood still. Would you like to give Sakura a present? Oh yes! What would you like to give Sakura? What do I have that Sakura would like? Is the real question. Do I have anything that Sakura would like? Probably. Not fresh bindings. No water lava. I am trying to remember if I had any. Muramasa would be with. The Sakura Ab. Still don't know if this would be something for Sakura. But that's what I'm gonna give if I don't find anything else. Because that's the best I have to go on. Maybe the maiden sandbag, that could also work, who knows. Not a vice, not a Venus, not a water float. I don't know enough about you, Sakura, so you're getting a Berserker armor. You know, in case you're planning on fighting the headmaster. Yeah, I didn't really think of that. That would actually work. If anything, then Keith me or maybe Yasuhiro that would work on. Sorry, but I'm not interested in that kind of thing. Uh-oh. I don't think she was too happy with that. Wait, is this the second time I tried to give Sakura something and failed? That might be the second time I failed. Oh, I'm really bad with Sakura. I have plenty of time. I feel like just sitting around. I should go somewhere. Well, Kyoko then, I guess. Teleportation powers. Oh, everyone's moved to around here now. They're in the same room. That's good. Anyway, Kyoko, you were in the bath, I believe. Or laundry. 50-50. Oh, wonderful. I'm gonna join you. No? I don't think they're joining me. Nope. All alone. Fine, I'll have a conversation with you, which somehow will lead to another room, perhaps? Hello? Are we talking now? Go away. Okay, she won't even look at me. I guess she doesn't even want to see my face. Fine. I tried. Who do I want to talk to then? But I have to talk to some of them. Yeah. Do I want to talk to this man? Not sure if I want to talk to him again. Yasuhiro. That's gonna be too expensive for me, honestly. Not allowed. Asahina, we've had a good few conversations. Toko, we had a good one. Sakura, we had the one good one. Apparently I managed to do it one time correctly, not more. Okay, we're going through the presents one more time. If I find something I can honestly say, yeah, this might actually go for Sakura, then I will try Sakura again. But... Everlasting bracelet. I don't think a bracelet would be that much of intrigue. Who do I give this one to? I believe I gave Mondo one of those. Oh. I mean, maybe Sakura would like Sakura blossoms and all that, but at the same time, I don't have one either way, so I can't. I might just give a blade. Yeah, Sakura, I have a weapon. Even though I assume you are more profound in using your fists. Circular representation of the Earth, about the size of a softball. Some believe it to be art. Alright, there was nothing. I don't know what that is, nor its valid. No. I have no clue. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Bothering Sakura once more, I guess. I don't have a better plan. I'm trying to break through the shell of our broken friendship. I appreciate the thought, but I like to be alone right now. I need time for myself. I need to think. Although that's one skill I haven't developed too much. Oh, you need to think. Okay, fine. Sure. Listen, I'm really sorry, but I kind of want to be alone right now. I've got a lot I need to think about. Never mind. You two want to be alone together, I guess. I will allow you to do that. I won't stop that in any way, shape, or form. And Kyoko doesn't want to talk to me. Wait, who wants to talk to me? Yeah, we're having a conversation. Why am I not... I mean, I shouldn't be surprised that you're just right outside where he is. Cool. That's kind of the norm, isn't it? Hello! Sakura and Hina. Finally, some action. Things are starting to become interesting. Huh. Oh, I didn't see you standing there. Did you need something? Should I talk with Byakuya for a while? Sure, I can scheme with Byakuya for a little while. Fine, I don't mind allowing you to indulge in my attention. I hope you appreciate this. I have made a terrible mistake. I spent some time with Byakuya. Byakuya and I grew a little closer today. Hooray! Would you like to give him a present? Yes. If I have something good for him, that is. There is many things I can give. He liked when I gave him a golden gun last time. So maybe he will like a self-destructing cassette. Or a silent receiver that doesn't work. I'm giving him a cassette. I don't know. Oh, he liked it. If you insist, I suppose I can accept it. Does that mean he liked it? I think he liked it. Just to be clear, being the ultimate affluent progeny is only one of my many talents. Some people think I rely on the care and protection of the Togami name. Ah, is this a monologue or something? Is he a villain? But I don't rely on my family. Rather, I am my family's savior. The Togami Corporation reaches across the world. True, but I will take us to even greater heights. It is expected of me, naturally. After all, even my own family has recognized my ultimate superiority. In other words, even among the Togami family, I am the chosen among the chosen. So much confidence. And that confidence is justified, I assure you. It comes from the battles I've fought and won. Battles. I am personally worth over $4 billion, separate from my own Togami family assets. How the heck do you make that much money? The stock market, of course. I buy and sell shares and assets based on market trends, all within a single day. Surely even someone as simple-minded as you has heard of this technique. So he buys and sells stuff on the stock market, doing everything in a single day. I think it's called... day trading, trademarks, trading cards. He's trading cards, of course. Day trading, isn't it? You're talking about day trading, right? How is that going for you, since you've been stuck in here in over a week? You were able to make $4 billion doing that? Well, I first started doing it just to keep myself occupied, a hobby. And before I knew it, there it was. It's really not a big a deal. I'd say it's a super big deal. Wait. Did I hear high schoolers even allowed to buy stocks and stuff? I'm Byakuya Togami. Is that meant to be an explanation? Yes, Makoto, it's always an explanation. $4 billion is nothing to the Togami Corporation, but for personal use, it's not bad. So now you understand, right? I'm not merely the child of modern-day nobility. You know, Byakuya, maybe we should start calling you the ultimate day trader. Oh, I don't do that anymore. It was too simple, so I got bored of it pretty quickly. Jeez, do you realize how insulting that sounds to the rest of us? Of course, that's the way I feel about anything I do. Frankly, life is too easy. It's only natural for me to do whatever I want in this world. Man, he really is confident. We're like worlds apart. Galaxies apart. Miyaka's report card has been updated based on your experience with him. Your maximum number of skill points has increased. Hey, look at you go. Woohoo! I know him more now. Still reeling from Byakuya's story, I went back to my room. And now it's nighttime. Aha!
Eh, 校内放送です。午後10時になりました。ただいまより夜時間になります。まもなく食堂はドアをロックされますので、立ち入り禁止となります。ではでは、いい夢を。おやすみなさい。
Bad bags. Nighttime already. Might feel somehow uneasy. We still haven't settled things with Sakura. Everyone's in a terrible mood. I just hope nothing happens tonight. Monokuma Theater! No crabs. After I declined the offer to become a shrimp, the tech support lady just refused to drop the issue. Once the shrimp idea was dead, she came back, suggesting I should become a crab instead. How much can one person love crustaceans? I said no, of course. She shot back. Okay, then how about to make you extra special, you can be a crab that walks sideways and backwards. Now how's that any better? I don't want to go sideways or backwards. I want to go forward. I heard her nice sigh on the other end of the line. And then she said, "You just don't see the splendor of the crab. Haven't you ever heard of the tale of the crab and the monkey?" Of course I've heard of it. I know all about it. So what? The crab eats the monkey, but it's just some legend hardly relevant to our greed-obsessed modern society. Sure, monkeys still show up in movies and stuff from time to time, but not crabs. Monkey-themed clothes are sweeping the fashion world, but the crab doesn't stand a chance, right? What I'm saying is, crabs have no place in today's light-speed world. Do your market research, lady. Which is why I chose the always popular berry bitch. And that's the secret origin story of Monokuma. Very elaborate.
Omaera! おはようございます。朝です。7時になりました。起床時間ですよ。さて、今日も張り切っていきましょう。
The full day. I need to do something about Sakura. I better go to the dining hall and talk to the others about it one more time. It will work this time. Unless, of course, someone's died. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I don't know. That is undistinct voice. No one. I don't know who it is. Huh? Was that someone screaming? I think it came from the dining hall. Who spilled soup? In the morning at 7 a.m. Ah, Yasuhiro. Ah, Makoto, we got a big problem, man. What's wrong? Look! Hiro's fingers shook as he pointed. Oh, a fight. That escalated from the image I'm seeing.
そこのジェノサイダーが朝比奈っちを殺したんだ。
No. She's not dead. Open your eyes. No way she's dead.
But why? What happened? Well, Toko and Hina, just all of a sudden they were yelling, and then they knocked the pepper off the table. The pepper! I needed that! And that led to the sneeze.
Giant balloons are a little too perfect, aren't they? I might be flat, but at least mine are real. And look at my shapely collarbone. Doesn't it just totally set you on fire? Anyway, you totally non-adorable boys just get out of my sight, okay? Or else I'll start cutting and indulging myself for who knows how long.
Okay, then let's get Hina to the nurse's office. Come on, Hiro, help me. Let's leave now, quickly. Sure thing. Yeah, she has control over the situation. Scarily enough. Jinsei Jack's abrasive laugh chased us out of the room as we carried Hina away. To the nurse's office! Again. By the time I finished taking care of Hina's injury in the nurse's office, she seemed to have finally regained her composure. Thank you. Are you sure you're feeling better? Yeah. It really was just a scratch. But still, that was super close. If I had yelled out, you'd be dead right now. It's all thanks to me, you know. You could have stepped in. Yes, well, 1,000 thanks to you, sir. So sarcastic, that just makes you sound even more hostile. I mean, she's been stabbed with scissors. I wouldn't be very nice to people probably around during that time. Hey, Hina, what the heck happened? No, we just got into a fight and I lost my temper and flew off the handle. Okay, you're clearly not going to talk about the fight unless I ask you, so let me guess, the fight was because of Sakura? Perhaps? At first I tried to just ignore it. You let your buttholes get to you all the time. You'll never have time left to live, life, or anything. Like, you're all over the place, doing shit. But she wouldn't let it go, so I just... Without thinking about it, I felt like I wanted to punch her like a dozen times. A dozen punches isn't really without thinking. You'll be surprised at how many punches people can throw before they have considered thinking. And when things got out of hand, Jinsei Jack got let loose, right? It's my own fault, but I just couldn't take it anymore. Because she was saying all these terrible things about my friend, you know. Before I knew it, Hina's eyes started welling up with tears. And just as the tears were on the brinks of spilling over, the doors to the nurse's office burst open. I thought the door was going to fly off the hinges. Sakura, it better be you, coming to your friend's, well, emergency. And there she stood before us. Haha! Hina! Sakura! You're hurt. What happened? No, nothing. It's not a big deal. Makoto, Hiro, what's the meaning of this? It wasn't me. It was Jill. It's all that demented murderous fiend's fault. To hurt Hina, damn you. To leave me alone but hurt her. What is this? What is this? I'm okay. Really, it's just a scratch. Unforgivable. I can't forgive them. There's a lot of screeching recently now. Hiro, if you want to hate someone, hate me. If you want to hurt someone, hurt me. I don't hate you exactly. Why? Somebody save me! Hero nearly tripped over himself as he ran screaming out the nurse's office. Just a second later. What's going on? Oh, never mind. I don't know why I guessed that it would be Byakko. But no! Kyoko! Can we finally have a conversation? What's all this noise about? Kyoko stood in the doorway of the nurse's office, taking Hero's spot in the room. I gather that something happened. Kyoko, please! You have to stop Sakura!
What?
You don't need to stop me. I'm okay. I'm not going to do anything. I'm drawing a line right here and now. Drawing a line? Goodbye. But wait, Sakura! Hina sprang into action, leaving the nurse's office to chase after Sakura. The only ones left were... this is gonna be awkward. Can we talk? Wait, Kyoko? Can we talk? We need to talk. Kyoko? Are you still mad? Yeah, I figured. It's fine. Huh? About that issue we discussed earlier, it doesn't matter anymore. That issue? Then do you forgive me for not being able to talk about it? You could have told me about Sakura and Monokuma fighting, but you stayed quiet. You were only thinking of Sakura, and that's why you didn't tell me, right? You didn't want to confuse everyone until you could talk to her and be sure of what you saw. That's why you were thinking. And that's why you didn't tell me, right? Yeah. To think like that. I wouldn't have expected such arrogance from you. What? Because ultimately that means you don't trust me. No, that's not it. But if that's how you feel, I can't really change your mind. I'm sorry. It's fine, I've already forgotten about it. Besides, I may have overreacted. Anyway, it's over and done with. Like I said, let's just forget about it. Okay, thank you. Are we just leaving or are we continuing our conversation? That issue we discussed doesn't matter anymore. I want to talk about something else. Oh, well, what is something else? What is it you want to talk to me about? Actually, I'd like you to come somewhere with me. I have business there. Where? Just come with me and you'll find out. I guess, but... Well then, shall we get going? With her typical indifference, Kyoko turned and walked away, setting a brisk pace. Kyoko! I heard to catch up with her. She walked ahead in silence, and in silence, I chased her. Gratefully stalking, crab pose, sidewalk, sometimes backwards, because genetically modified crabs can apparently do that. And eventually we arrived. Now, back to Alter Ego. Dressing room. So there's something else you mentioned. That's right, it has to do with Alter Ego. But you said we didn't need Alter Ego anymore. I didn't say we didn't need him, I just said he had done his job. Besides, it's not us that needs Alter Ego. He has business with us. Huh? Alter Ego asked me to bring others to come see him. Apparently he has something he wants to ask us. Alter Ego wants to ask us something. I wonder what it could be. Alter Ego, it's been a while! Hello. Oh, so it's just the two of you, Kyoko and Makoto. Kyoko's fingers glided across the keyboard. Is two not enough? No, it's okay. Two should be plenty. But what is it he wants to ask us? Let's find out, shall we? Kyoko typed in the question. What do you want to ask us? Oh, yeah, so... I'd like you to take me somewhere where you can connect me to the school network. What? Kyoko and I quickly glanced at each other. She replied, Why?
Well, you said my job was done, right? But you just stop her, saying I finished my work. I don't want that. I want to keep being helpful to everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of her. That's what Master would want too. So, to help everyone else, to solve the mystery of this school, the only way I can help is if you can connect me to this school's network. But if you did that, that's basically suicide. I'm positive that Mastermind would find out about it. They'd find you and they'd... You agree, right, Kyoko? I realize how dangerous it could be. Still, I have to do this. Scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So, it's okay. If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. I couldn't help but get lost in that voice. It's just too committed, too admirable, too fragile.
Ne.
You remember what you asked before, Makoto? You asked what the difference is between a person and a program, right? Yeah?
確かに。
When I talk to Alter Ego, I don't know. I have no idea how to answer that question. I think maybe that's a question even a program's creator can't answer. But I can say this.
そう。
There's no question that Alter Ego is our friend. Kyoko,
私は
to be honest, I didn't want Alter Ego to push himself anymore. Because if we take any more risks, the Mastermind really will notice it. But
苗木君。
let's do it, Makoto. Let's connect Alter Ego to the network. But
ね
he's our friend, so I want to take his feelings into consideration. He says that he wants to fight alongside his friends.
え。もし
If you were in his place, could you sit by and do nothing in this situation? If you saw everyone else fighting and doing their best, could you just look the other way? Or would you stand up? Stand up tall next to everyone else and tell them you're their friend. Hey, are you guys fighting? If it's about me, please don't. I'm so sorry about Mommy and Daddy fighting, and let's just take this a bit more calm. I want to believe in myself. I want to be able to say, I know I can do this. So please, let me try.
ね
And besides, there's one place where the Mastermind might not notice. One place.
え。そうよ。
Remember, there's another place besides here where there's no surveillance camera. A room without a surveillance camera. The secret room, the AV room, or the music room? Gee, I wonder. Would it be the very secret room? That's it, the secret room you told me about. And then I went into, got knocked out in, and immediately got emptied of all evidence. Well, I definitely remember there was no surveillance camera in there. I do believe you can connect to the network from there as well. I remember seeing an Ethernet port on the wall.
だけど
However, just because there's no camera there doesn't mean there's no danger. There's no way to be sure the Mastermind isn't monitoring the network somehow. We'll also have to move Alter Ego, and the Mastermind may spot us going into the secret room. If they pick up on any of this, then it's all over. You're right.
そうするべきよ
But despite all that, I still think we need to try,
そう
because that's our best chance of finding any new clues. Kyoko, in that case, will you let me carry him? There's no way you could hide him with what you're wearing, right? So let me do it.
そうね
Okay then, I'll leave it to you. Thank you.
じゃあ
Then, let's get started. It's gonna be a little cramped for you, Alter Ego. Bear with us, okay? We started packing him up right away. There's a single laptop that he is, currently. I closed the laptop and stuffed it underneath my jacket. It tickles. Shh! You can't talk right now. I'm going to move you to another room until we get there. You have to be absolutely silent, okay? Understood. Your command has been implemented.
Good. Did I have him react like a machine like that all of a sudden? I don't know how to react.
苗木君
In the secret room, there are a bunch of different cables in one of the desk drawers. So there might be a network cable in there, right?
でも
Assuming the mastermind hasn't taken it already. Well, all we can do is go and check for ourselves, right?
そうね
Agreed. Let's head to the secret room. To the secret room! Brimming. And this way. And then we use the power of teleportation. Up. Up. If there's people in here. I don't have time to talk to you. I have a secret room to go to. I believe it was the second floor. Oof.
ね
Hey, Makoto.
えどうして
Are you sure all the documents are gone? I refuse to believe in you. That's rather rude. Go and check it again. What?
いいわね
Just hurry up and go. And make sure you don't run off. I'm gonna wait right here. Oh, I get it. She's acting. Oh, she's acting. Dear God. I mean, it's quite clever, yeah? She was so forceful, I thought I'd made her mad again somehow. Why are you just standing there? Hurry up and go. Okay, I'm going.
じゃあ
And be thorough. I'm counting on you. Fair enough. Into the back room. Ah, there's papers left. Okay, first we have to find a network cable. Well, I guess desk. According to Kyoko, there should be a bunch of cables in this drawer. Found it! There's a network cable, right? Now we just have to connect Alter Ego. I immediately got to work. I pulled out a laptop and connected it to the Ethernet port with the cable. Still wondering, where is the power cable? Because it hasn't been charged for like 6 days or something, I don't know. And that should do it. Yeah, I think it worked. Just leave the rest to me. I swear I'll find something. I might even be able to connect to the outside world if I can. I'll see if I can help. Call for help. So please just wait a little longer. Just hold tight and put your faith in me. As I was about to leave, I decided to leave him with one last thing. No matter what, we're gonna get out of there. You and all the rest of us, as friends. Friends? Even me? Thank you. Thank you, Makoto. Bye!
苗木君
How'd it go? Well, it went okay, but all the documents were gone, just like I told you. My replay was an unintentional mix of acting and real feelings. I'm not an actor.
そう
I see. Then there's nothing left for us, sir.
じゃあね
Goodbye. Before I knew it, Kyoko was walking away. She wasn't acting. The one that was not much was for sure. Ah, Kyoko!
何
Yes? So we're just gonna split up?
なんで
Of course. I have no reason to say with you at this point in time. Well, maybe, but it's not a little too direct? Should I hesitate and fumble for something to say? It's so high maintenance. That's not what I meant. I just had more I wanted to talk to you about. Like, what are you going to do about Sakura?
そうね
Well, something has to be done, it's true.
でも
By the way, but the way things are right now, there's no way to persuade anyone. They don't want their minds to listen. They don't have the mind to listen, that makes more sense. Then what should we do? Then what should we...
それが
We can find some new clue that would likely change the situation. That's all we can hope for right now. Which is why Alter Ego.
そう
All we can do is wait and believe in our friends. You're right. That's our only option. We parted ways and I headed back to my room. I'm kind of tired, so I lay down in the bed. It was because of the stress of moving alter ego, but I was way more tired than I realized. So before long at all, I passed out. I had completely dozed off. For many dots later. Someone's at the door. Did I order food? Huh? The sharp sound of the doorbell pierced my sleepy haze and pulled me back to the real world. Okay. A rattle.
苗木君
Makoto, get out here. Kyoko, what's going on? Hina just came to see me, and she was white as a ghost. It sounds like something's happened. What? As soon as I heard those words, my heart started to beat a little faster. I suddenly found myself wide awake. She said for us to come to the rec room. The rec room? Okay, let's hurry. Hi, Hina. Stop. What? Kyoko? Hina, what's wrong? Something's not right. In the rec room. What's inside? There was a window on the rec room door, and I hurried to look inside. When I did... Sakura! Is she unconscious? She's sitting up in a chair like she's bowing her head.
ね
What's going on? Did something happen to her? I was just walking past and I just happened to notice her through the window. But I couldn't get the door open. I tried knocking, I tried calling her name, but she wouldn't respond. So what should we do? What are we gonna do?
とにかく
First of all, we need to get into that room. But the door's locked, right? And if we break in, we'll be violating school regulations.
いいわね
We're going to force our way in. Just said
違うわ
the door isn't locked. It's not locked because the rec room door doesn't have a lock. Then... what? Why?
どうやら
It feels like the door is pressing up against something inside the room. Is it the chair? Chair?
つまり
Either way, this door isn't locked, which means as far as I can tell, the rule doesn't apply. Then there's no problem if we break in.
ええ
Let's smash the window. That should be the fastest way. Okay, I'll go get something to break it with. Wait right here. Inside the rec room, Sakura still hadn't moved an inch. He's just unconscious, right? I'm a bit afraid of what is also potentially blocking the door if that's someone else. Is she okay? I mean, it's Sakura, so I'm sure. Kyoko didn't reply. There was only silence. But that silence didn't last long. Here! I found a broom. In the classroom. Use it.
苗木君
You can handle this, right, Makoto? Come on. Please, hurry. Okay, you two, stand back. I took a hold of the broom and swung as hard as I could, aiming directly at the window. All it took was one solid hit. Crash. The window shattered into 100 pieces, scattering across the rec room floor. I stuck my hand through the now open window and started jostling? Something like that. Yes. The chair leaning against the door. The chair's pretty heavy, but if I can just... I pushed on with all my strength and finally it did not turn. Sakura! I ran up to her as fast as I could, but the moment I laid my hand on her... Ice cold. That's not good. Well, I'm glad there's at least a smile. So that's something good. All I felt was cold death. I could feel only the last lingering warmth of a living body. Life had abandoned Sakura's body. And then... Hi, Monokuma.
肺が発見されました。
Indeed, a body has been discovered.
性の自由に
All-star apologies.
Danganronpa.
Danganronpa.
え、さくらちゃん。さくらちゃんが死ん
That's good for her, Asahina's mental health.
死んじゃったの？
I mean, there's been a lot of other murders, but this was kind of the supporting pillar. I heard Hina talking, but my eyes stared steadily forward. I could only look on. Sakura's dead body. We didn't make it in time. But again, muttering to herself, Kyoko began to gently inspect Sakura's body. I wondered, was she confirming that Sakura really was dead? Checking for a pulse or a reaction? Probably checking for evidence. Yeah, broken. I have to go get them. I have to go get the others. One of them might be a killer. On shaky legs, Hina left the rec room. And I... Why? Why did this have to happen? That's all I could say. I repeated it over and over again. I need to examine Sakura's body. You do that. And she stood there motionless behind her while she checked Sakura's corpse. Time passed. While I stood there, unable to do a thing, time just passed. And after I don't know how long, I got everyone. Ah! Ogre! Oh, so she's dead, huh?
なるほどな。
Sakura's been killed. I see. As soon as they arrived, Kyoko began. I heard the announcement just now, right? So you know what this means. Sakura was murdered, and by someone in this very room. Is that what you were going to say? No? Whoever killed her. It's not just someone in this room. It was one of you! Hiro, Byakuya, Toko. One of you killed Sakura. I mean, yeah, Asahina, I really appreciate that you just automatically assume me. Also nice for Kyoko. But still. What? You're accusing us before we've even begun the investigation. I don't need to investigate anything. Because you hated her. You hated us. The sight of her. One of you did it. I know it.
You know it? Jeez, I didn't know your power level would increase by that much by getting mad. What are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? I'm here to hand out my little murder flyer. You know, the thing I do every time. That's right, it's the next Monokuma file. And don't get so mad, Miss Asahina, or you're gonna ruin that little face of yours. Now then, with that,
Hold on. There's something I want to ask you.
Huh?
It was you, wasn't it? You killed Sakura.
Huh?
Sakura wanted to challenge the mastermind to a duel. Maybe you and her fought again, and
Then I killed her. Sorry, not quite. Actually, not even close. That whole thing is totally irrelevant now. Sakura came to a most regrettable end without even getting the chance to finish things with me. Which, thank God for that, it saved me the trouble of having to go through with our little fight. Because even for someone like me, it wouldn't have been no mean feat to take down a behemoth like that. I gotta tell you, I was actually pretty worried. I mean, she'd violated a rule by attacking me in the first place. But I wasn't able to punish her. So I don't know who it was, but whoever the blackin' is this time, I do owe ya one.
you owe them one.
Oopsie. Before you get all pissy-potty at me, you better figure out who did it first. Cause I mean, your lights are all on the line, right?
What the hell? He owes them one. I hate him. I hate this whole thing. Well, I, for one, am glad it was Sakura. She was working for the mastermind after all. How
can you say that now? Sorry, I don't have time for your squabbling. The next game has already begun. If you want to be angry at someone, be angry at whoever killed Sakura.
とにかく
Right now, our top priority needs to be uncovering Sakura's killer. If we can't do that, we're all dead. Then let's decide who will stand guard this time. I'll do it. Hey, Hina, I'm okay. Just let me handle it. Besides, I want to be here with Sakura.
まあいいだろ
Okay then, Hina is guard number 1, but we need one more. Yoko, that's you. Me. You always a thorn in my side. This time just stand by and watch quietly. Consider that an order. Order?
いいわ
Fine, I'll stay behind. Then it's settled. Let's begin, shall we? Hold on. Before that, there's something I want to say.
なんだ
Which is... You know, Yaka, talking. None of you are allowed to step foot in the crime scene. What? One of you killed Sakura!
許せない
I won't let someone like that come anywhere near her. Don't be stupid. Our lives are in just as much danger as yours. We have every right to investigate. I don't care what you say. I'm not letting the one who killed Sakura anywhere near her. Even if it means I have to use force, you're not getting in her. Well, it appears further discussion would be a waste of time. How about a compromise?
決まりだ
I won't ask you to let all of us in her, just let me. What? You don't really care, do you? You're both useless anyway. Nope, don't really care. I'd rather spend my time coming up with another splendid fantasy involving Master anyway. And you, Hiro, do you really object? If you're gonna go that far, well, what can I do? I mean, I don't have anything to hide, so why should I care?
決まりだ
Then it's decided.
何言ってんの
Nothing's decided.
落ち着いて
I know how you feel, Hina, but you should agree to his request. But
ね
we have to find out who killed Sakura.
そう
For those of us still alive, and to honor Sakura's memory. Fine. I guess that's okay. But no matter what, you absolutely aren't allowed to touch her. Naturally, who would want to touch a filthy dead body?
ね
That's enough fighting. We need to focus on the investigation from here on out. Everyone keep this in mind. If we can't uncover Sakura's killer,
いいわね
all of us face execution. Except the killer, of course. Finding out who killed Sakura. It's not a matter of hoping we can do it. If we can survive, we have to do it. It's a kind of hopeless hope. We have no choice but to just do it. Hopeless hope. Investigate, yes. I'd better check the Monokuma file before anything else. The victim was Sakura Ogami. The time of death is estimated to be around 12 noon. The body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. There's evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted. However, it seems that at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood. I will assume poison being the most effective way of handling Sakura in any way, shape or form. Monokuma file number 4 has been added to the truthful section of your handbook.
ね
I think the case this time might be a challenge. Why is that?
それは
The only way into the rec room is the door we just came through. And that door had been jammed shut with a chair from the inside of the rec room. Which means the killer would have had to escape somehow after barring the door. So if the door was blocked from the inside and there was no way in or out till we broke the window, there's like zero escape, right?
つまり
In other words, this is classic locked room murder. Locked room murder. I guess you might see this kind of thing a lot in mystery movies or books or whatever. But could it really happen in real life? And right before our very eyes like this?
ね
I'm curious to hear more about what a locked room murder entails. Sure, if you don't mind. I mean, I always like locked room murders. They're fun. I'm out of the context of them happening in an actual reality. But fiction, no, just fine with locked room murders.
いいわ
When you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. The first type is when the locked room is created after the actual crime is committed. This simply means that the killer commits his crime and then through some special method seals the room. This mainly involves some sort of trick involving the locking of the room. Basic approaches include using a string or simple mechanism. There are a number of variations. So for that, all we'd have to do is check the door to see if that's what it was, right?
そう
The second type is when the locked room already exists before the crime is committed. Oh,
つまり
basically the killer uses a special contraption or tool from inside to target the victim inside. From outside to target the victim inside, that makes more sense. You push a switch and it fires a handgun or you shoot an arrow through a gap in the door, something like that.
だけど
But in this case, that doesn't seem to fit. There are no guns or arrows in this school, and the door doesn't have a gap that would allow it. Yeah, I think we can probably cross that one off the list.
そうね
The third type is when the killer stays in the room until it opens up. What do you mean by that?
つまり
They stay hidden, and when the door is open, they use the confusion to blend in with the group. They pretend they showed up along with everyone else, and that's that. That sounds like it could have been possible, but maybe?
そうね
We were transfixed at looking at Sakura's body for a while, huh? And the fourth and final type is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all. Not a locked room.
つまり
By that I mean, actually it's an alternate escape route somewhere within the group. You see this as a lot in novels and things, but in reality it's generally not possible. Then, you think we can cross that one off too, right?
ええ
I believe so, yes. So when it comes to locked room mysteries, those are the basics. If there are 4 possibilities, then Kyoko, which of those 4 choices seems most likely in this case?
そうね
That's a good question. Answering that should be our primary focus during this trial. But right now, I can't really say. You see, the way the killer set up the locked room. When I figured that out, the truth behind Sakura's death was they hid. It's definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate and investigate as much as I can. For Sakura, nothing else. So, theory time! Let's see, that's the chair that was placed in front of it. That I somehow managed to move to the side, it seems, because it's been moved away from here. What I kind of suspect. One is, if anyone moved that chair, and it is a complete locked mystery that was sealed after the fact, it could be Sakura. Sakura moved the chair herself. Either because, something I don't want to believe, Hina is the blackhead currently, and Sakura is with a smile in an attempt to protect Hina. But at the same time, that does seem weird. What's damaged over there? So Sakura has clearly moved herself to sit in this chair. At some point. The other option is, of course, for some reason, Sakura doing it to herself. In the case that it is Hina, then it could also have been an accident, but an accident enough to cause it to be fatal. And Sakura deeming that if I'm going to do anything, I'm going to save Sakura. No, save Asahina. Maybe, I don't know. Investigation time! Ooh, what's this? This looks like some kind of wrapper. Ah, that's... You recognize it, Hina?
それは
Well, yeah, I mean, I gave it to her. The candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm her down a little. So gave that candy to Sakura. Got a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like him. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box to my room. I'm sure nobody else could get their hands on them. You really like them that much.
だって
But I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now, they lost all their flavor. Hina. Polka dot candy wrapper has been added to the truth bullets section in your handbook. The concern about that is that's poisoned. How could you, Hina? It's hard to believe that, but slight possibility. Petals. Is it petals? No, it's glass. They look like petals. There are shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura was sitting on. Ooh, a bottle. The glass is all red and the top and the bottom section of a bottle, right? This must have been originally been a bottle. Glass shards on the floor has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Huh, there's something else on the ground near the glass. It's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand. It's a Monokuma figure. The figure on the floor has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Well, what's a Monokuma pawn? Technically. Okay, there's a lot more to look at. This, bottles. Ah, that's where the figure was. The 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. And one of these has been cracked. And inside each bottle there's some kind of Monokuma figure. So I'm missing 2 of them since. What I'm wondering is, how do I get those figures inside a bottle? You make them inside a bottle. It's no different from your standard ship in a bottle. Huh? You know, when the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat place inside. You've never seen that? Oh, yeah, maybe I have. So this is a Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma bottle, if you will. Nice! Monokuma bottle has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I feel like I'm starting to make sense of things little by little. The Monokuma bottle sitting on a shell. The Monokuma figure we found on the ground. The red shards of glass which probably started out as a bottle. Which would mean Sakura must have been hit in the head with a Monokuma bottle, right? The shards of glass and the Monokuma figures are evidence of that. I think it's safe to say that the Monokuma bottle was the weapon. But maybe. Just maybe. Let's investigate my destruction. Some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance of the room. It looks like a protein drink, and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. And she mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments. No, what I said that. How could I? And she mentioned loved her protein, yeah, and she mentioned how she mentioned more than once how protein was good for all ailments. I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you. I know. I mean, look at her. It clearly didn't help. But still, this protein can. It's got a label on it that says Chem A2. That reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the Chem Lab had all kinds of health stuff. So she must have gotten this from the Chem Lab. But that's strange. What is? You see what's scattered around the can? Yeah, glass beneath the can. Shards of light blue glass. They must be parts of the window I broke to get inside. They aren't just scattered around. They cannot... They can. They're also underneath it. Why does that matter? I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take a note of it. Trust me. I feel like it will become an important clue later on. An important clue. I'm not sure how I see it can be that, but you know, I'll allow it. Nice empty protein drink has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook, and I'm going to take a drink with that because I need some liquid. That's better. Okay, Byakuya, have you figured anything out? What do you want? You're bothering me. Go away. He's not even trying to hide how much it despises me. I better go before he crushes my soul completely. I know about your day trading, you bastard! You know, how's it going? We already know how did it! Byakuya, Taka, or Hiro. It had to be one of them. Yeah, that means we don't know who did it, though. You have 3 options. It has to be one. Hina! They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto? Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more. Then let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all three of them to meet her, you know? You know where? Right here, in the rec room. Wait, what? After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off for a no.
off on her own. There you go. But when I saw her again after that, she told me. She said she'd left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon. By noon, the Mononophile said she died right around then. I'm telling you the truth, I heard it right from Sakura herself. I tried to stop her, but she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. If I'd stopped her by force, even this wouldn't have happened. Hina, it's impossible not to have regrets, I know. But still, don't blame yourself. Unless, of course, you are actually responsible, and I can't rule that out. Because I have to be paranoid. Oh, this account has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. But the fact that she had asked those three to meet with her, and she asked them to come to the rec room at noon, the same time and place she ended up dying. It might be good to confirm what I just heard with the three of them directly. Well, first we have a body to look at. Sakura drew her last breath, sitting slumped forward in the chair, smiling, I might add. There's an obvious evidence of the blow to the head Sakura suffered. Normally I wouldn't have any problem believing that that's what killed her, but according to the Monokuma file, she also vomited blood. I can see a trace of blood on her lips for sure, and her chin, I might add. So, what would have caused her to vomit blood? The Monokuma file specifically said she hadn't suffered any other injuries. So Sakura's body has been added to the truth bullet section of her handbook. Maybe her getting hit on the head somehow caused her to stop vomiting blood. Not a chance. Byakuya. However, your eyes have landed on the most interesting location. Interesting? Yes, most interesting, don't you agree? No, I don't think I'd call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died. Also, blood. There's a blood stain in front of a magazine shelf. It must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make any sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? Magazine shelf bloodstain has been added to the truth bullet section of her handbook. Okay, anything else? Ah, right. Yes, that is evidence. Aha, the lock is open, and there on the inside, it's a handprint. What's a handprint doing here? It looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and it left a handprint in all the dust. And it looks quite fresh too. I'd say someone was hiding in here in the locker and they left behind a little something extra. But maybe the killer hid in here until the locked room was open, don't you think? And during all the confusion they popped out and joined the rest of the group. Unfortunately, that's not a possibility. Why not? Back before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right? Oh yeah, and the lock was already open at that point. So, there's no way someone could have hidden in here until after we opened the door. Yeah, so then, what does this handprint mean? Locker handprint has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Who hid in the locker room? What locker? Ooh, magazine stand. Is there anything fun there? The same shelf full of magazines. There's all different kinds of magazines, huh? None which I read. Fortunately. The clock! The clock! It's around 1 o'clock right now. According to the Monokuma file, Sakura died around 12 noon. So, roughly an hour ago. What's up when Kyoko and I were moving alter ego? Suspicious. The chair. The chair was shoved up against the doorknob, so we couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism were used on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it. It's suspicious. I believe that was it.
Wait, hang on. This door is the only way in or out of the rec room. The door doesn't have a lock, and there's no evidence that the mountings have been tampered with. The only notable change to the door is the smashed window. Which happened, of course, when I broke it to get inside. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used to the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. Having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved up against it. This kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening. There was no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that. The killer must have created a locked room from the inside, not from the outside. Rec room door has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Did we talk over? I don't remember if we did. But for Sakura to have been killed. Yeah, she's not the type who would go down without a fight. And she certainly didn't, I would say. He was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get her upper hand? They must have taken her by surprise, right? Certainly they would have needed to if they expected to stand a chance against her. But even so, that wouldn't be enough, I believe. No, never mind. I was hoping I could just leave with that, but no, I have to press R. Leave room. Oh, there's more. Never mind. What haven't I investigated? Right. Am I blind? There's something obvious there. I checked you, I checked you, I checked the glass bottle, I checked you. There's something I haven't looked at, and I don't know. That's bothering me. Let's look at the bottle together. Yeah, that's the same. Yep. Okay, how about you? Are you new? Nope. Okay, nope. Back to the bloodstain, I guess. But hang on. Byakuya, you had something new now. Oh, never mind. There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Make it quick. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room? Oh, right, yeah, that was the thing Asahina mentioned. I forgot about it. So you found out. Interesting. It seems that you do have a brain. Then it's true. I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster? So you didn't go to see her? Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all. Yakuya says he didn't go see her. That's true. Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as a fact.
Oi.
If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight. Okay. Thanks. Nice, Byakuya's account has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Well, Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation? I don't know. Yeah, I think so, for the most part. Then you should probably go talk with people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave. Which is why I've decided you'll go in my place. She's decided? She's gotten a lot more pushy since we had our issue. She's right, I do have to go talk to the others. Sakura wanted to meet with 2 other people. I need to hear what they have to say. I need to hear their excuses. Okay, may I leave now? I may leave. I know exactly where I'm going. Those other 2 people probably went to back their rooms. No, No! I was going to the Cham lab to do investigation. Fine. Okay, which one of them is the first one? Nope. Ah, okay. Toko, you're the first one. Or Genocide Jail, depends. Bam. And after a few seconds... It's Toko again! The most negative aura I ever felt in my life. No, right. total decay.
何なの？深川さんに戻ってたんだね。ジェノサイダーじゃなくて。
あいつの話しないでよ。気分が悪くなるじゃない。せっかく楽しい気分なのに。
She didn't look like she was in a good mood.
あのさ、ちょっと話があるんだけど、今いいかな。
Obviously annoyed, Toka slithered out into the hall. I'm sorry for disturbing your time. What do you want? You said you wanted to talk to me about something? Yes, I would very much like to talk. I wanted to talk to you about the fact that Sakura asked to meet with you. I don't know what you're talking about. Yakira already told me she had asked to meet with him. What? She wanted to meet with Master too. I just said too, didn't I? Because now it's totally obvious. Yeah, pretty much. So, can you tell me about it? I admit, I did get the note. But I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go. Coco claims she didn't go see her, but can I really believe her? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact. Is that good enough? And I'm going back to my room. With that, Coco quickly retreated into her room. Nice! Soko's account has been added to the provable section of your handbook. Right here! Yasuhiro, Yasuhiro, boo, Yasuhiro, Yasuhiro, boo, Yasuhiro, Yasuhiro, where are you? Found you! I pressed the doorbell 7 times just to annoy him. And after a few seconds... What's up, Makoto? Did you need something? Yeah, I do need something, actually. Yeah, actually, I just wanted to check on something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you. How did you know about that? Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have you special abilities awakened in you? But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Ogo told me herself that she asked Byakuya and Toka to come too. What? When did Sakura tell me that? Oh, well, when she asked me to meet with her, of course. Didn't she write you a note? Yeah, a note. She gave it to me in person, and then she happened to mention the others, like in passing. I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. Yeah, Yasuhiro, you continue playing the fool. He has to be the mastermind. That would be a stupid plot. So then, you went and met with Sakura? No way, I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely suspicious. The last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hers and I took her to the nurse's office and then booked out her in terror. She's scary. I haven't seen her since then. While I'm here, you could show me the note she gave you. Could you show me the note she gave you? Oh, do I still have it? Let's see, it says somewhere. The back pocket? No. Never in the back pocket, is it? The front pocket? No. Hero's feeling around in his pocket. Ah, sorry. Looks like I don't have it anymore. With a big goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back to his pockets. Back out of his pocket. When he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pocket. Huh? Ah! Ah! Quick as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up again and shoved it back into his pocket. Sorry, just a piece of trash I forgot to throw out. Trash? Anyway, I can't deny that Ogre asked me to meet with me, but I never went. So well, if you'll excuse me. Before waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. Hiro said that was just trash, but there's no way that's all there was to it. Nice! Pocket trash has been added to the provable section for handbook. Okay, so heard from Toko and Hiro. What next? definitely have to look for the actual crime scene again, but on top of that, maybe I should find out more about the protein camp we found on the floor in the rec room. I'm sure it must have come from the Chem Lab. So where should I start? The Chem Lab! Teleportation power. Let's go! Unlimited teleportation. Power of teleportation. Unlimited power. Wait, hang on, I can still teleport. I forgot. And I have to run up a lot of stairs now. Okay, one more set of stairs and one more set of teleportation, and we're there. Yeah. No. This way. I am not oriented in any way in this floor. To the Chem Lab, which is this one. Yes. Nice. Found you! You can't hide from me! Well, you can't hide it. Makoto, did you have your eye on the Chem Lab too? Yes? I am here for a reason after all, so... yes? Chem Lab. Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. I think what you meant to say was, yes sir, I understand. That's a concern. That's a big spill. A lot of things have fallen out here. Well done. Not a lot of things to look at. Camera! A surveillance camera. I just don't think I'll ever get used to it. I mean, who could get used to being watched 24/7? With no medal as a reward. This is my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. Probably take a closer look at it. Huh. It looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. And I assume C is poisons, B is something, and A is something else. But more important right now, what's the powder that's been spilled in front of the shelf? I have to be careful not to step on it. And there's a bunch of footsteps over there. Bottle of potential poison. There's a broken bottle in front of a shelf. Is this where all the powder came from? It looks like the bottle had a label on it. Chem C4. Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning, checking things out. And at that point, this room wasn't like this. Then, this powder must have been spilled. That's right, it could only have been around the time of the incident. If that really is what happened, if that's really when it happened, it must have been related to the case somehow. It has to be, because it happened roughly in the same time period. It can't possibly just be a random mishap. Source of the powder has been added to the troop bullet section of the handbook. I assume that's... yeah, 2 different things. The powder! There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. I better not leave a footprint. Oh look, footprint! These are footprints. And they're only in front of the left shelf. How do these footprints relate to the case as a whole? We may need to sketch out the floor plan. By we, do you mean me? Oh, quite a few to offer. With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and pen. Well, he came prepared at least compared to me. Well, let's go. Chop chop. Okay. So I got to work, and before long I drawn up a sketch of the room. It was a stick man fighting another stick man by throwing a stick man at him. I realized that's not a sketch, I have to redraw it. I believe this should work. So how's this? Not bad. For you, I mean. For me? No, when you look at it like this, interesting. It would appear that whoever left those footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight to the shelf, did whatever they had to do, and then left. That's what the footprints tell me.
なるほどな。
These footprints must be
ありえるな。
Makoto. Are they yours? No.
なんだ。
Okay. Let me see your shoe and I'll confirm the size for myself. You have a thing for my feet, Mr. Byakuya. I do not approve of this. I couldn't think of a reason not so, though, unfortunately, so I quietly did what Byakuya said. Yeah, have my shoe. I see, your foot appear to be too big. Unfortunately, I must admit, these are not your footprints. What do you mean, unfortunately? Can I see your shoes, sir? Unfortunately. What with that? What with how clear these prints are? It would be quite easy to determine who they belong to. And these prints are a really valuable clue. I should probably take a good, hard look at that powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor in front of the shelf. There's also remains of a broken bottle. It looks like the bottle was labeled Chem C4. Also, it looks like someone left some footprints in the powder. Based on the positioning of the prints, whoever it was only went to the left side of the shelf. According to Byakuya, the powder would have had to have been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. Footprints in the powder has been added to the truthful section of the handbook. I would say, this investigation case is a bit different from many of the others. Because many of the others have been, someone has arrived and kind of given a bit of a hint of what's happening. Now Makoto is piecing things together, but he's piecing things together as I'm doing them. It's proving that he has become way more deductive early on. Still confused by the entire case, like I am, but it also is quite the change in how these investigations go. I see, are these separate? Yes. Okay, let's look at C first. Oh, on this shelf there's one look and I can tell it's something that it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. There's a lot of C9. These look like poisons and other powerful chemicals. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter C and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section C. What about A? That's a B. So on this shelf there's... it looks like a bunch of chemicals that I have no idea what they are. They are reagents. Put simply, they're used in experiments to bring about a chemical reaction. How you have lived in such ignorance for so long, it must truly be a bliss. Isn't that kind of harsh? You think studying science and mathematics has no practical application in the real world? No, I aren't allowed to study them. Have you seen the school we're stuck in? We're playing a deaf game instead of learning basic knowledge. Also, I'm an average student. I haven't really learned that much properly. The words of a lifelong loser, which I suppose suits you well. I didn't even say that. I didn't say anything. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Right now I need to focus on the shelf and not him. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter B and a number. So I guess I consider this part of the shelf in unit section B. I don't see anything out of the ordinary yet. In which case, I don't think I have to worry too much about this shelf. But what about A? This time it is A. Let's see, what's on this shelf? There are all kinds of dietary supplements and different medicines. And a C9, I might add, which is interesting. The protein drink we found in a rec room probably came from this shelf. Yeah, you can see an A2 though. That's cool. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter A and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelf in unit section A. Huh. But wait. There's one bottle that's labeled Chem C9. Was someone put it there on accident? I should try to find out more about the shelving unit. It looks like it's split into 3 sections. Section A has dietary supplements, Section B has reagents, and Section C has lethal chemicals. I must have gotten the protein powder from Section A. But what concerns me is that in Section A there was a bottle with the label from Section C. What was that bottle of poison from Section C doing in Section A? There's definitely something going on here. It's suspicious. Nice! Chem lab shelf has been added to the truthful section of your handbook. I've already taken a good look at Chem lab. Maybe we should take another look around the rec room. Okay, back to the crime scene! Unless I have a chat with Byakuya. Just chat with Byakuya. Let's have a chat with Byakuya.
なるほどな。
Makoto, I admit you have a good eye for spotting useful clues. But you also need to learn how to make use of those clues. Okay, that was just insult, I guess. Or compliment wrapped in insult. It's hard to tell sometimes. Wait, no, that's where I came from. Whoops. I want to go this way. There we go. Teleportation is hard when you don't know how to do it properly. Let's see, second floor now? Is it one more floor? Ah! There we go. I have returned! To solve a crime, well, to get more evidence. So, how's your investigation going? I told Kyoko what talk when Hira told me. I see, so along with Byakuya, they're both claiming they didn't go see her. But it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying. Someone's lying? How could they lie to me? I can't believe it. Well, I made some progress of my own. Sakura's body, the shelf of magazines, and a monocular bottle. These three things have revealed new clues. You do well to look them over one more time. Okay. Magazine rack. Kyoko said a magazine shelf was hiding a clue about some kind. Clue. Clue. Huh. This magazine is upside down. Did someone put it back that way on accident? If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. I picked up the inverted magazine and flipped through it. Koko. This is... On one of the pages near the center of the magazine, a word had been written in blood. In blood? Well, yeah, it is written in blood. In bold bloody letters, that's better. And it said, Koko. Could this be a dying message? Then it would appear you found it. Kyoko, is this... It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it. Dying message. But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I'm not sure to put it back exactly as I found it, for the benefit of others who might come looking. Hey, is that... That says... Kyoko, right? Yeah, it looks like it. Then she's the killer, right? Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet, and you have to remember, when it comes to dying messages, we have a 50-50 chance of those actually being what we are looking for. The first one, Leo, yeah, that was spot on and saved us. The second one, I mean, it technically saved us, but it also sent us on a wild goose chase for a little while with Yasuhiro. Very unfortunate. It's she's the killer for sure. Well, Koko is a killer. Maybe not this killer, but she is definitely a killer, yes. That's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to corner the killer. I can see why you would think that, but it just seems too easy. If anything, it makes me that much more suspicious. Makoto started thinking like a game player. A game player? Video game player. Yes, that's my official title now. Magazine Dying Message has been added to the true bullet section of your handbook. Enjoy. Also, bottles. I think Kyoko said she found a new clue involving the Monokuma bottles. Maybe it's because there's two missing. Something new. Something new. Huh. So, did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention, and you're sure to find it. Do you mean the chess piece spot? A correlation. Yeah, so currently we're missing the knight and the queen, I think. I never managed to see, or is it a king? It might be the king. That's the queen that we can see, and the king is the missing piece probably, actually, yeah. The knight and the king. Hey, Kyoko, can't you just tell me what it is? I'm starting to feel stupid. I don't mind guiding you towards clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea.
each person needs to come to their own conclusion so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome. And it's not just because you don't trust me, right? That stinks. No answer. No answer whatsoever. I do trust you to a degree. Otherwise, I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Only to a degree. Yeah, I've lost trust. Nice! Monokuma bottle has been updated in truthful section in your handbook. You just don't know exactly what it is yet. Actually, there's one other thing about the Monokuma bottle that's bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right? An experiment? You gather up all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle. Try to get smaller pieces too. Are you sure it's okay to mess with the crime scene like that? I've already done it. Thorough investigation. It's fine, and that obnoxious Byakuya's not here, so we could screw with him. Anyway, I need to go get something from the chem lab. When I'm gone, try to gather up all the glass. With that, Kyoko left the room. I really don't know what this is about, but what choice do I have? I better just do it. I took the broom and dustpan and got to work, collecting all the broken bottle pieces. Hard day's work. Just as I finished up. Sorry to keep you waiting. Is everything ready? Then let's get to work. So, what kind of experiments are we doing exactly? I got a scale from the gym lab. We're going to use it to compare weights. Compare the weights of what? Pieces of glass you collected, and one of the Monokuma bottles still intact. Why do you want to do that? That's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense when we're done. I see. First, let's compare the weight of the weight of two of the normal Monokuma bottles to confirm that they are the same weight. Yep. It's balanced. Which means each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same. Which means the Monokuma figures inside are basically the same and nothing else could really affect the weight, right? Now, here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now, what might we expect to see? Well, a normal assumption would be either they'll balance out or the pieces I collected will be lighter. I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I could have missed some here and there. So, my own assumption here will be they're gonna be heavier, because that's why it's suspicious. Okay, then let's give it a try. Yeah, I don't think the plastic bag is that heavy. Huh? The broken pieces are heavy. How is that possible? Just as I thought. If you remember from the gem lab, you also may or may not have noticed the fact that that bottle didn't actually have that many shards around it. That's suspicious, though I don't think that's direct cause, perhaps. What? Result of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles. Put it all together, and I believe you will arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. So, what do you think? It's all on you. Nice! Monokuma bottle experiment has been added to the truthful section of the handbook. Now what? There was one more thing I was supposed to look at. Was it the wrapping paper? Probably not. I gave that to Sakura. You got super upset when she found her Gensai jacket attacked me, right? Oh, right, it's that one again. It's just a short version of that. Blood. There's a blood stain from the magazine shelf. I can only assume it's Sakura's blood still. Very unfortunate. Yes, this is sad. Asahina! Hawk was the killer, I'm sure of it. That magazine proves it. We got the killer cornered. Okay. The result of our experiment and a correlation between each of the bottles. Put it all together, and I believe you will arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. Oh, what do you think? It's all on you. Oh. The experiment showed that the pieces of glass on the floor were heavier than an intact Monokuma bottle. And the bottles all have something in common. There's apparently an important secret behind her. Yeah, what I wonder is, where is the missing Monokuma piece?
Can I inspect your body again? According to Kyoko, there's still something to be discovered from Sakura's body. Ah, yeah, okay, good. Staring off into space isn't going to help you figure anything out. It isn't going to help you figure anything out. But, well, yeah, I know, but don't you think you might need to actually examine the body? It's a dead body. It's not that easy. There's no getting around it. And like me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely emotional. Unemotional. It's a kind of thing I've grown perversely used to. Although, there are still some times... I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it. That's totally normal. Then, how can you? I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. What? Sorry, never mind. More importantly, look here. Her shoes. They're covered in the white stuff from the gem lab. You see that yellow powder on her instep? Yeah, it really stands out. The powder is clue number 1. Clue number 1 collected to the truth bullet section, also known as yellow powder. Next is a wound to her head. Look carefully. Actually, even telling you that, it's incredibly difficult to spot. Let me just explain. It would appear that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to her head. To the head. 2 blows. Interesting, wouldn't you say? And there's one more interesting thing. Both of her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either one. So that's what I learned from examining her body in detail. Kyoko's examination summary has been added to the truth bullet section of her handbook. I can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off. Oh, it's time. Because currently I'm suspecting is this kind of a scenario of multiple people have entered the room, done some harm, left thinking they did it, and now everyone's just... I never went there because I didn't do the murder. I did definitely the murder. And there's only one who did it, with multiple people who believe they did it. Maybe. Maybe not. Hi! There's that. Oops. You got me sleeping. I'm sorry, I've been running up and down the stairs of 4 different flights for an hour or so. Yes. Okay. It's already time, but the mystery of the locked room is still only half solved. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen at the class trial. No, not whatever happens. I have to make something happen. So, it's class trial time. And with that, I'm going to end the stream today, because trials take a lot of time, and I won't be having enough time to actually finish the trial. And I'd rather do the entire trial in one run, rather than having to stop in the middle of it. So that's going to be the end of today. I'm going to be streaming tomorrow as well, same time as usual, where we're gonna solve the locked room mystery and figure out the killer of Sakura. That's gonna be fun. So, I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.
The stream is done now for the day. The North House doors are closed, but look.